Welcome back. It's time for another leg day. I am swapping things right away because the first superset involves adduction, which I can't do at the moment. So I'm just filling in with leg extensions. For some reason, leg extensions just dropped off the program this week. So I'm adding them back in. And Spanish squats also. They were later in the program. I'm keeping them superset with the leg extensions because I really like doing those two exercises together. And then I will be doing my belt squat again. I'm going to keep the seat at the same level, but I think I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of weight. We'll see how it feels warming up. Last week, I dropped the seat down one notch and it went well. Everything seemed fine. So this week I'd just like to add a little bit of weight instead of moving the seat down again. And then I don't remember what all I have. I'm going to try, I don't know if this is a bad idea. I'm going to try doing Bulgarian split squats again. I feel like that's a dangerous movement. I don't know why, but it feels somehow harder on the hip than lunges. I've been doing a lot of lunges. I've been getting pretty good depth at this point. So I do have lunges today as well. I just needed something else to add in. So I'm gonna try probably just only body weight on the Bulgarian split squats. We'll see how it feels. But like I said, it just feels a little dangerous on the hip. It seems dangerous on the hip. I have poor balance and I always wobble when I'm doing my Bulgarian split squats. So yeah, I don't want to wobble in the wrong way and throw that hip out of whack again. So we'll see how that goes. But first up, leg extensions and Spanish squats. Those are safe on the hip. Should be able to push that pretty good today. Oh man, my quads feel cooked already. Spanish squats. Okay, I may have put more than a smidge more weight on. I added 10 pounds. I was gonna add 5. I decided it's legs, 10 pounds. 10 pounds is not a crazy amount to add at once. So we'll see if that turns out to be true. My legs are already very noodly from leg extensions. I feel like I can't quite get my feet set up right. I think that felt okay. Am I lying to myself? Maybe. Let's see if it locks up when I swing my leg down. No, I think it's good. Okay, I may be lying to myself a little bit about this feeling fine. I had some like clicking in my hip as I was walking around in between sets. Did I lower the weight? No. I'm gonna do a few less reps. Try to be really controlled and not do anything funky with my leg. Okay. Didn't feel bad in the moment. Okay, now it's time for our monster walk and lunge, dumbbell lunge superset. Again, I'm trying to get my right glute to start working. I have accidentally found out that backwards walking for some reason works the glutes even better, at least for me, which works great in this small space. Don't have to turn around. I'm not really doing a good job of getting the right glute to squeeze equally with my left today. All right, let's see how the glute does on this one. Actually, I think I'm gonna go reverse. I feel like I have better control doing reverse lunges. I don't know why. Whoa. Balance is really bad today. Okay, I can't lie. My hip was not a huge fan of adding 10 pounds to the belt squat, and that is holding me back from connecting to my right glute when I lunge. I can feel this point where I start out with glute and then it switches to quad, still quad, and right there is when almost like my hip is just expecting the stabbing pain. I'm not getting the stabbing pain, but it feels like it's doing something weird to avoid it. So, I don't know how many reps I've done. Just continuing to try to feel my right glute. But anyways, because of all that, I don't think I'm going to do split squats today. Okay, I'm starting with the same weight that I started with last week for hip thrust, but I think I'm going to go down with each set because I felt a good glute connection on the first set through all the reps last week, but then suddenly it was gone on the second set. So I guess I just need to drop the weight with each set. I did more reps last week. I was already starting to lose the glute connection. Sadie's catching the wall over there. I don't know if you can see her. Very exciting. I'm mentally having a rough day today because this is the last week before the deload. I'm supposed to be pushing everything hard, getting pretty fatigued, and I just can't push myself very hard on the squat day because of my hip. I tried to do more on belt squat and it has screwed me up. I'm a little upset. This set, which is just hip thrust, is supposed to be a giant set of 4 exercises together. I don't have 4 that I can do. Hip thrusts are not even on the program. I'm just doing them because that is one lower body movement that I can do. And yet, now my glutes don't want to kick in. I definitely think part of my, I don't know which came first. Definitely today, my glute is not connecting well at all in my right leg, and it's my right hip that is bad. And so I really feel like my glute is just not turning on in order to protect my hip in some way. Now, I don't know what came first. Did I have a glute weakness all along and that's what caused me to hurt my hip? Or did hurting my hip cause the glute to get weak because it's been not turning on? I don't know. Does it really matter? I don't know. I'm trying to build my hip. I'm trying to get my hip back to normal, and I'm trying to build my glute now also. But yeah, I feel like I'm not even gonna get very fatigued today because as far as the lower body stuff goes, there's just not that much I can do. And I'm pretty sore from upper body yesterday, so I don't really want to just throw in more upper body stuff. But I kind of feel like I'm wimping out today because I'm just running out of things I can do. I don't know. I guess I better lower the weight on my hip thrusts and see what we can do. I can't remember if I put the collars on. I did. Okay, I lowered the weight by 20 pounds. Let's see how this feels. Maybe some of it is because I've already done quads. I'm just feeling a lot of quad burn and not much glute squeeze. I felt glutes good for like 5 reps. How many did I do? I already forget. Okay, lower the weight again and do another set. My hip is hurting every time I sit down. This is not good. Gonna try icing it. I have not had to ice it for at least a couple weeks now. I think I'm gonna need to ice it tonight. That does seem to help when it is bad. Okay, 20 pounds lighter again. That feels so light. All right, it's already switching to quad. Well, I did get a good quad burn today. Actually did not get a very good pump. I didn't sleep good again last night, so I'm not getting it's not a superb workout today, but I did get a nice quad burn anyhow. I am feeling discouraged right now with my hip. It was doing so good for so long. I'm being super negative about it, okay? I don't know why I'm spiraling. I'll ice it. It'll probably be fine in 2 days. But considering this is the last week before deload, I do feel like I did not do enough today. But like I said, can't think of anything else to do. I don't know, might do some like angry ab crunches or something for a while, but I think this is gonna be it for legs. And tomorrow I will take a rest day. The following day will be arms again, bench day. And I am not going to drop the bench on myself this time. Although this is the week to push to failure, I better set my safeties. Yeah. All right, be back in a couple days.